Now, why in the hell is it just a double XP event and there's no double weapon XP? Bruh, I thought I was about to be able to get 250 on guns, but I am grateful for it. It is what it is. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be doing the infinite free fire glitch that does still work inside of zombies, but we're going to be using the Kogat, I believe it is, SMG inside of the game. Just to have a little bit of fun, and I'm going to show you guys a good strategy to use with any weapon inside of your game that will basically safely allow you to go to high rounds with this. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and enjoy the video. All new mastery camos like Singularity ASAP. Check out Mitch Cactus, the biggest and the most reliable name in Call of Duty. They offer instant delivery DLC codes like Monster Energy, plus lobbies delivered in under an hour. Everything is 100% safe and legit for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Trusted by the community and seen all over YouTube, Mitch Cactus has over 20,000 verified reviews and thousands of personal vouchers. Make them the go-to for all things Call of Duty and even other games like Battlefield 6. Use code SPAZO to save 5% off for a limited time only. So XP grinding has become incredibly easy inside of zombies with this. Considering Treyarch is on Christmas break right now, this can't get patched. Just introduced a new double XP event going all the way throughout Christmas, so you can go ahead and use any of these farms and allow you to literally get to some ridiculous levels inside of zombies right now, but most importantly, be able to grind out pretty much anything. And today we're going to be doing a fun little strategy that I have been doing a little bit. Now, I want to make this very, very clear. This strategy, you can use any gun of your choosing. It does not matter. You don't have to just use the crossbow. You can use a pistol if you wanted to. It doesn't matter, and you can still go to high rounds. Now, obviously, the crossbow is going to be the best way to do this, but I wanted to do it with these SMGs today just because these are so fun to use akimbo, and I wanted to kind of showcase it that it can be done with anything other than the crossbow, right? So just take note of that, but yeah, if you want, use the crossbow. It's recommended. It's very, very good for this. But right now, we just need to go ahead and get out of spawn. We need to open up power all the way to Ashwood, and then we should be good, which the strategy is not inside of Ashwood. It actually is not over there, so don't think we're going to be doing the one next to Klaus, because that is a very good one, but I don't want to showcase that because I feel like everybody knows about that one. It just kind of feel a little stupid to show that one. There's power turned on for Blackwater Lake. I'm going to go ahead and convert some of these gums. That way we should be good. We can buy Juggernog and stuff whenever we get to Ashwood. We don't really need Speed Cola right now. I mean, we don't even reload throughout this entire game, so that perk is a little bit useless. Now, obviously, it can make plating up quicker, but that's something we can buy another time. We don't really need to waste our beginning essence on that. We can kind of just skip out on that for right now. I would rather get Jug and Double Tap as my first starting perks for this match. Finally have the power on over here at Ashwood. I'm just trying to pick up some of these perks real quick. That way we can go ahead and pack a punch and then pretty much just get into our strategy to the point where we don't really got to worry about much, if anything at all. It's going to be relatively easy, I would say. There's a new. I wish we didn't pick that up because obviously it takes away XP and doesn't have, you know, the kills that come with it. So that kind of stinks, but it's okay. We didn't really miss out on too much. Let's buy Double Tap real quick, and then we'll go put on Pack a Punch on Old Tessie. Then bada bing, bada boom, we shall be good for our strategy, and then we can head over to where the strat actually is. Okay, so for our strategy we're going to be running today, we're going to be sitting on this hay bale right outside of the corner. Now, this is a one jump strategy. The zombies only come up from one position, but there's a few nice things to this other than being able to sit here with an infinite ammo gun and just constantly shred through these rounds. For one, the Zersa always goes inside of the actual cabin and will stick on the corner but on the inside of the house. Now, very rarely will he come out here, and sometimes you will take B damage, but that's not a big deal, especially when you have a 3-plated vest. You can kind of take a little bit more damage considering you're not going to be taking zombie damage, right? Now, you can always, if you run into trouble in this strategy, just turn to the left and jump up this window and be inside. You can always just jump back out of there and hop back up here. But for this strategy, one thing I will say is if you're going to be using the crossbow for this, it's going to be really, really good and really fast. Shoot the ground instead of shooting right here. So like say whenever you have zombies piling up and you're with the crossbow, like where that armor plate is, pretty much shoot. Or shoot at basically that one with the explosive bolt crossbow. Then you'll be able to actually kill these zombies with ease. But the nice thing about this strategy, ladies and gentlemen, is you can use any gun you want. So you can max out any gun you want. You know, some other strategies inside of the game, like say the one next to Klaus, you can use whatever gun you want over there to a certain point, right? This one, you can use whatever gun you want for a very, very long time, which is very nice. Now, given the gun has to be somewhat decent and usable, but with unlimited ammo, that isn't an issue, right? Most of the time, most guns are good. Now, snipers, you know, maybe not so much, but SMGs, ARs, you know, the shotgun Akita, right? LMGs. It's all going to be really, really good. Even pistols. Pistols are very, very good right here as well. So it's such a nice strategy to use with this double XP weekend, considering how fast you're just going to fly through things. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to have a little bit of fun on zombies. We're going to absolutely destroy, and I'm going to show you guys just how easy this strategy can pretty much be to guarantee yourself some solid XP this weekend. Okay, we got our first Zersa. It's round 16. See what he does. We can just keep chilling right here in the back corner of this actual hay bale, and there you go. He's inside of the actual house. We can see him right here. Given, again, you're going to take a little bit of B damage every once in a while just because obviously he spawns him in. But sometimes, again, a very rare occasion is he will come out here and stand in this corner, and you'll still take a little bit of damage. I don't think he'll attack you, but the bees will, of course. That's just something you got to watch out for in this map. But if you play Ashes of the Damned, it isn't really that big of a deal. The dangerous part is just fighting the bear, right? But you can always just hop out and absolutely cook him to pieces with whatever weapon you do plan on using, right? Obviously, the crossbow is going to do significant more damage than most of these full auto guns. There's blue rarity. We almost have enough to triple pack already. We can just stay right here. No big deal. There's no point in changing the area we're in, just to fight some stinking ravagers. There we go. There's some salvage. Love to see it. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. This round should be over. Oh, what do you know? He's out here sucking up my good garbage. There we go. All right. Ravagers are such a cool little special enemy. I'm glad they did something pretty sweet. I hope the next map they do something different, though, because obviously we have them on Astra Malorum, and hopefully we don't have another Black Ops 6 type of thing where it's just non-stop the same thing. That is something that very much hurt Black Ops 6 maps. But yeah, we should be good. We should be able to do this with ease. Obviously right now we're pretty much just burst firing these. We don't really need to do nothing crazy, but you could just sit here like this literally and not have to really worry about anything. I mean, just, yeah, I mean this isn't going to be hard at all, for sure. Not even to go to round 30. Dude, going to be easy this entire journey. We can grab triple pack real fast. Bada bing, bada boom. Thank you so much, old Tessie. I appreciate you, but we do no longer need you. Now I just need salvage to drop, but we should be good. But yeah, there's a lot of good weapons you can use for this strategy. Like I was saying earlier, you can pretty much use anything other than, I'd say, snipers, for obvious reasons. But pretty much anything else you can just use and stack that essence, stack that XP, making it very, very simple. There's a nuke down there, but I would like to say avoid those if you can, because obviously it kills zombies, it gives you less XP, right? So if you can avoid them. Now, if it's life or death, pick the damn thing up. Don't die because you friggin' didn't want to grab the nuke to kill the remaining 4 zombies. There's another plate vest. We need to try and stack up to a 3 plate real quick, but we should be able to. It shouldn't be too bad. It's only 10,000. We only need 5,000 more essence for it. Another Zersa bear just spawned in for us. We now have these things triple pack epic rarity. We do also have a 3 plate now, so we're pretty much just chilling. We ain't really got much to worry about. Zersa's headed inside of the actual house, or the cabin, I should say. But yeah, I mean, there's really nothing to explain about this strategy. It's as easy as it looks, 100%. But look at that. Zersa just literally jumped through that window and came down right next to us and ran right back in the house. And he's pretty much about to do it again. Look at this. Wait, where is he? He's somewhere around there. I don't know what he's doing, but he's lurking. That's for sure. Okay, round's pretty much over. We can hop down and deal with Zersa Bear. Now, obviously, of course, you could Ether Shroud and kill him or whatever it is you want to do. I would recommend killing them on the round they spawn in. Try not to let them stack up. You can, but there's going to come a time where you're going to have to fight them. And you don't want there to be, you know, 3 or 4, especially on high rounds. That could be a little bit challenging for you. So, the round they spawn on, just at the end, just hop down and take them down. It ain't really too bad. They don't spawn in too frequently. It becomes a very, very easy process, depending on whatever weapon you do decide to use. But I would recommend maybe if you have these unlocked to use these. It's very easy and very fun to actually use these akimbo SMGs. One thing about the crossbow strats is the crossbow is so good that it can become very, very boring very quick. But the crossbow can allow you to get to around 100 in an hour. So that's good, but you got to sit there for an hour just absolutely spamming the crossbow, which can be a little bit boring, like I was saying. So, you know, think about that, man. Like me, maybe I'll take a little bit longer of a round 100 run if I can use something that maybe is a little bit more enjoyable. because I'm just going to have a better game, right? But we might not all be the same, of course. Everybody likes their own things. Everybody likes different things as well. One thing I do just want to say in this video, I want to thank you guys for the support on the channel. It definitely means a ton. The support has been absolutely unreal. So again, thank you guys. All the new subscribers here, welcome to the channel. For sure. I've always loved covering these sort of strategies inside of the game to get to high rounds. It's kind of like my thing. It's what I like to cover on Call of Duty Zombies. You know, sometimes I'll do Easter egg runs and certain things like this, but I have really grown to love grinding XP and showing strategies that make XP grinding easy. It definitely has always been a pretty enjoyable thing for me, right? I definitely have done it quite a bit, and I do it quite a bit, but I enjoy it. There's nothing wrong with that. Another thing I did want to showcase in this strategy is if you ever have a little bit of trouble with the Zersa Bear spawning in, you can take Toxic Growth, come to this corner, like literally push into the wall and pop it, and a lot of times it will glitch through the wall and go inside of the cabin, or you could just go in there after a round and just place it down at that corner, and it will damage the Zersa a lot, because obviously in this strategy you don't really need Toxic Growth for your zombies, so even when it's fully maxed out and it takes a shit ton of zombies to charge up, you'll always have it for whenever the Zersa spawn in. So just a little bit of advice if you do end up actually struggling to fight the Zersas inside of the game. But to be real, with infinite ammo, you really shouldn't struggle with it. Obviously, if you run out in the middle of round 100 and you start training around out here and you're fighting 4 Zersas, yeah, that could end up being a problem. But you really shouldn't do that. Is my best advice on that whole case. But obviously you could buy Casimirs, you know, things like that. You're going to have a lot of extra stuff inside of your game because you're not buying ammo. You don't really need to worry about none of that. You're just straight killing zombies and farming rounds. But again, as you guys can see, it's extremely easy to do. It isn't hard. It's definitely a very, very good strategy with the right weapons. But that's really it for this video. I didn't really want to hold you guys too long today. Hopefully this video isn't too crazy long, showcasing the strategy and sharing some of my tips and tricks for it. But I hope you guys did enjoy this one. If you did, feel free to leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel. Enjoy Double XP weekend. Stay safe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I am out. Have a good one. Peace.